Hey guys, it's Sarah B. This is Crash Course World History, and today we're going to talk about the Black Death. The Black Death is a disease in which many of my and your ancestors were probably killed by. Just kidding, but not really. The Black Death was a horrific disease that killed 75 million people across the world. This includes killing 20 million people in Europe, which is about a third of their population.
Miss B, why was it called the Black Death?
Obviously, because it only killed people with dark skin.
No. It was called the Black Death because of the patches formed on the skin by the disease.
Gross. Now that I'm here, the plague first showed up in China and then spread to West Europe. From here, it went to Saudi Arabia in the south, Scandinavia in the north, and even Spain in the west. One of the major ways that the Black Death spread was from the Silk Road. From here, it spread all around the world very quickly.
Mady was a Mongol emperor who greatly influenced the spread of the plague. So basically, this guy, his soldiers began to die of the plague. Then, instead of giving up, all of a sudden he just comes up with this idea like, how about I just catapult my soldiers into the land I want to conquer? Because, I mean, that's completely fair to the soldiers, whatever. But somehow, this is accomplishing his goal of conquering other territories and gaining more land.
Now it's time for the open letter.
Rats carry fleas, and fleas carry bacteria that infected humans. These are fleas.
Symptoms of bubonic infection include headaches, fever, chills, being delirious from pain, and black boils or swelling under the armpits or the groin.
Beep, beep, beep.
Aw, man, got a fever.
Oh my gosh, what's wrong with me? Many people try to prevent themselves from getting the plague. Doctors refuse to see patients, priests refuse to administer last rites, and shoekeepers even close stores. I guess couldn't have gotten some new Birks. They also flood cities for the countryside. They even abandoned sick and dying loved ones. Boy, it's not cool. They also purged communities of heretics and troublemakers and massacred Jews to overall try to win God's forgiveness and overcome the plague.
However, if they ended up getting the infection, they'd try several different methods to try to rid themselves of it. This includes bloodletting, which is the surgical removal of some of the patient's blood using a lancing device, or blood dancing, am I right? Actually, blood lancing is when they cut open the swellings to allow the disease to leave the body. Also, they'd use witchcraft, like burning herbs and bathing in rosewater or vinegar, and they'd also even place a live hen around the swelling to get rid of it. And then also they would drink 2 cups of their own urine twice a day, and they'd pray to God. Gross.
Hello, this is our new product called Urine in a Bottle. Come over here and talk a little bit. So this is our new product, and this is a special bottle that when you pee in it, it cleanses your urine and it makes it tastier to drink, so it will cleanse your body out of the bubonic plague. Not too bad. Miss Pinkham!
Wait, this isn't right.
Miss Bean! After the Black Death ended, did it ever come back?
No.
Actually, the Black Death reappeared every few generations for centuries. Modern health practices and sanitation have only lessened the impact of the disease, not eliminated it. The most recent case was actually 15 people in the United States just last year. That would really stink, wouldn't it, Judy?
They would cope with the plague by lashing out at neighbors, yikes, spreading the condition of their own souls, or even beating themselves by flagellant movements, which is the mortification of their own flesh by whipping it. Wait, were they trying to cope with the plague or kill themselves with it? Think, people, think!
The biggest effect of the Black Death was that people stopped believing in the church because of how many had died. They tried to turn to the church, but it didn't seem to help them. And also, cities were burnt to the ground for sanitary reasons, and prices of goods skyrocketed. The Black Death also ended feudalism because after the disease passed, there were not many serfs left to labor the land. Therefore, the peasants demanded more money.
Ring around the rosy, pocket full of posy. Ashes, ashes, we all fall down.
Ringing on the Rosy is a song made to describe the plague itself. A rosy rash was a symptom of the plague, and poultices of herbs were carried as protection to get rid of the stench of the disease. And the meaning of all fall down was exactly, well, what happened.
Thank you for watching.
We would like to give a big shout out to
History Channel.
Help Decide,
Whispers.
CNN,
Info please.
John Green.
And don't forget Judy.
Woo!
Here's the bloopers.
Now it's time for the open letter. Sure, a video of Judy like cleaning herself after she did dirty. Not that dirty. She did like the blueprint, the black, oh my God.